Just recently, you might have experienced a problem with scanning to email using a Microsoft 365 account. For a lot of people, it's stopped working. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a workaround of how you can get your scan to email working again, and it's completely free. But before we start, a quick introduction. My name is Jonathan Edwards and I'm a business IT consultant from Yorkshire in the UK. I've got an IT company called Integral and we support businesses all over the UK with their IT support and the cybersecurity. Scan to email is one of those IT functions that we all take for granted. We walk over to the printer, we put our documents in and we click on scan. And moments later, the documents magically appear in our inbox. How does that work? Well, the printer is actually programmed to scan using a Microsoft 365 account. So in the printer admin settings, we'll put the Microsoft 365 server address and we'll create a mailbox especially for the scanning. So we usually call it scan at or something like that. So we'll enter the Microsoft 365 server address, the email address, and then the mailbox password. And once we do that, the printer is set up to scan to email. But recent changes to Microsoft 365 and a lot of our clients' scan to email have stopped working. So what we did is we came up with a workaround for this problem. And the workaround was to not use Microsoft 365 for scanning at all, but to use a free Gmail account. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you need to set up your Gmail account and what settings to enter into your printer. So the first thing is, if we go to accounts.google.com, so on here, it will take you to this page, and on here we can sign in. But what we want to do is we want to create an account. So we can click on for myself, and we'll just call this test scan. So it's test scan 1990 at gmail.com. I've just made that up. What you can do is call that your company name, scan, whatever you want. So we'll enter a password for this, and we'll click on next. It's now going to ask us for some information. We won't put that in because it's optional. We'll put an email address in here as a backup. And then we'll put a date of birth. So I'll just put any date of birth in here, 1990, and we'll put mail in there. So we're just going to create a free Gmail account. Go through here. That's all okay. Confirm. Terms and conditions, okay. And now we've got our free Gmail account. So you can see here it's called test scan. What we now need to do is enable two-factor authentication on this Gmail account. So we go to security and we scroll down to here where it says two-step verification and click on get started. Enter the password for the account and click on next. Now I'm going to choose my mobile. And it's going to send me a text message. 752379. Click on next. And now we have turned 2FA on for our free Gmail account. The next thing we want to do is on the same screen, just click backwards here. So we go to the security screen and we want to create something called an app password. So this is the password we will use in the printer settings. So I'm just going to put in the Gmail password that I entered, and it's going to take me through to the app password screen. Now where it says select app, if you click on other, custom name, and you can call this anything you want to identify it. So I will put scanner, just scanner, and click on generate. Now it's going to give me this app password, and this is the important password that I want, and it's not going to show you again. So click copy and click on done. Okay, I'm just going to put that in my notepad. And that is the password I will use on the printer settings. So the next thing you do, you've created your free Gmail account, you've enabled two-factor authentication, and you've created an app password. What you do is you go over to the printer admin settings. So every printer is different. What you usually do is browse the IP address and you log in as admin. In the SMTP section of scan to email, you need to enter these details that are shown on my screen now. So it'll ask for a server name, you put in the Gmail server name, that is smtp.gmail.com. It will also need a port, which is 587, and any SMTP security, it is start TLS. For the username, you put the email address for your free Gmail account. And for the password, you don't enter the password for your Gmail account, you enter the app password that you've created. And if you do all that, your printer, the scan to email function, will start working again. So I hope this video has been useful. I hope it saves you some time, and I hope you get your scan to email working again. I look forward to seeing you again soon.